What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a quick review of the Wavego portable air conditioner. In this review, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this device, including one thing that I think that you should know before buying. So guys, I got this in my office because although we do have a central air system, it always gets a little bit warm in here. We're in like the desert, so it gets really warm at sometimes during the year. And I wanted something that could help keep it a little cooler. And this little thing actually does a pretty good job. So quickly talking about functionality. So you can see the red dots on right now. That basically means that's off. But we can turn it on. There's 3 different speeds. It's obviously a fan, but it also can double as like an AC unit, if you will, because you can go in here and fill water up. When I use this, I usually will fill up water and ice. I always put ice in there because you want it to be as cold as possible. So it can do that. And that's basically how it works. So this is the fan speed. There's a 1, 2, or 4 hour timer that you can run on it. So if you only want it to go for a certain time, you can turn on and off the light that is part of this. And then this is basically if you want to, have the mist, the water and the ice here come into play, you can use this button here. So I'm just going to turn it on really quick. So you can see now it is running, right? And we could just press up to speed 3, right? And this is the speed that, honestly, this is usually where I keep it. I'll turn that off because it's probably loud on your end. Oh, wait, before I do. So this light, like I said, you can see a light that's gonna go in here. If you're doing this in like a bedroom, I could see you not wanting that. So you could just basically press this. There we go. And it'll turn off. And then, like I said, this is for the mister and stuff like that. So I'm going to turn this off just because it's probably loud while I'm recording here. But basically, yeah, you put the water in the top, and that is essentially how it works. Like I said, always put ice into it. It does cool around, the air around it. It also comes with this nice little remote control, which I do use from time to time. But it does actually cool the air around it. I was pleasantly surprised at how good it cools the air around it. So it is nice. I don't know exactly how, what it's rated for in terms of a size room that it could do. But for me, it's worked pretty well in my office here, which is probably about a 12 by 12 room, roughly. Now, some things to know about it. So first off is that, especially depending on the way that you have this vent, tilted, so this essentially will bring out some moisture, right? Because it's going to be getting moisture from here to make the air cool around. So if it is like this when you are running it, then it is likely that you can get some moisture on a table. I usually, like I said, will run it like this, right? There's a reason why I do that, because I usually want it to go into the air and not necessarily just right onto the table. The other thing to know, and this is pretty important, is that right under here, okay, so you'll notice this other section here to it. This is where condensation needs to be drained from. So right here, so actually, when you're running it, what will happen over time is that some water will build up in here. This is just condensation from, the device working and doing what it does. What you need to do when this gets close to full is basically pull this little thing and, drain the water out of here. It's very important to drain the water out of here. You don't want it to overflow. It will overflow if you don't do that. So you obviously want to pull that out and then drain the water out, with in between uses and such like that, to make sure that it doesn't have an issue. And then the last thing to know, I would say about this, is that it uses this cord, right, to plug in, and it plugs into basically that type of cord there. So you have to have kind of, a cord to plug into. It's not just a regular 3-prong cord. It'll give you kind of the end, which is a USB, and then you can plug it into a box there, which I find a little bit annoying, quite frankly, to have to get the box because it doesn't come with it. But overall, the product is pretty good. It works surprisingly well. So yeah, if you're wondering if it does work, it definitely does, and we enjoy it.